Now, unscrupulous Prince William continues to show the entire world that he is indeed part of the smear campaign targeting Prince Harry and Meghan with his latest stunt, members of the squad. Now, the man, Jason KNAUF, who issued a statement against Meghan in court, has been rewarded for his loyalties to Prince William with a position on Prince William's art short prize, and I call it EARTHFLOP. Now, members of the squad, this is what happened. Now, blah, 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 all that stuff. I'll go to the point that I wanted to talk about. The new trustees appointed for Prince William's art short prize, which has become an independent charity, Jason KNAUF is amongst those individuals. Global Leadership Fellow at Conservation International, who has worked on the prize since its inception in his former role as CEO of the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, members of the squad. Now, a couple of months ago, the tabloid media were writing articles that, Prince Harry and Meghan, can now settle, these burnt bridges with William and Kate Middleton after Prince William and Kate Middleton, have moved to remove Jason KNAUF as their Royal Foundation CEO, members of the squad. Only right now for Prince William to appoint Jason KNAUF as a trustee in his independent charity right now at short price, members of the squad. Now, remember a while back we were told, and indeed it is true, that this person called Jason KNAUF, there is no way he would go on court to issue a statement against Meghan in court without the explicit authorization of Prince William himself. There was no possible way for him to do that without Prince William personally authorizing it and even encouraging it, members of the squad. Now, members of the squad, I'm sure that Prince Harry and Meghan are already accustomed to these kinds of practices because these practices are not new. Let me use an example. Prince Charles' personal AD, Michael FAWCETT. Normally, whenever there's a scandal involved, he's asked to step down. And immediately, in no time, he's always rehired back by Prince Charles. Members of the squad. Time and time again. Remember, he was removed from his role, as someone working for Prince Charles after that, cash for honor scandal came out. Members of the squad. And normally, what they do is that they let you go and then they have you back. Now, it is not the first time that Charles has been accused of several, scandals because of several cash for honor scandals. Normally, they say they fired you and then they rehire you in one capacity or another. And I'm sure that even though Michael FAWCETT lost his job, after those cash for honors access scandal came out, I'm sure that Charles obviously has him covered for the rest of his life because he knows about Charles' deepest secrets that he wouldn't want to come out. And I'm assuming that Prince William wants to keep the person partly responsible for the smear campaign targeting Meghan, Jason KNAUF himself. The man responsible also for leaking stories about Meghan to the UK media. The man also responsible for being the person to accuse Meghan of bogus bullying allegations. Jason KNAUF was the one who initiated this. Members of the squad. And Prince William is rewarding Jason KNAUF. I guess they say you have to keep the people who know your secrets very, very much close to you. You don't want them wandering off elsewhere and feeding information to other sources elsewhere. And I'm assuming that that is what exactly Prince William is currently doing right now. And the world sees exactly what is happening right now. And we are patiently waiting for karma to strike against these individuals that have caused Meghan so much pain, members of the squad. Now, there's someone who wrote this article that while we wait for the legitimate legal experts to decide on whether or not the case will go trial though, and remember the Mail is appealing a summary judgment in favor of Meghan, bypassing the need for full trial, let's focus on Jason KNAUF and how he appears to be helping the Mail on Sunday and all of its foolery in a case about whether or not they should have published a private letter written by a member of the royal family. Does that seem above board for a royal AD? For real? Someone asked that question a while back when that case was ongoing, in which Meghan won against the Daily Mail, despite the Daily Mail having the assistance and help from Prince William and even his own personal employee, Jason KNAUF. And in that article, someone wrote this. And yet here we have a former royal AD and current very close associate of Prince William and Kate Middleton cooperating with a tabloid, not to mention Charles and Camilla, constantly giving the Mail content in the form of exclusive columns and essays. Is anyone else wondering what the Mail might possibly have on the non-Sussex members of the British royal family? A beautiful, beautiful question. Stories have been told about Prince William meeting with executives for editors for the tabloid papers immediately after they discovered about Prince William's alleged affair with Rose Hanbury. Now, in that moment, they said that Prince Harry has been watching and seeing the fact that Prince William has sided with the papers that have waged a smear campaign targeting Prince Harry and Meghan. It's so hypocritical that the media has been writing that Harry and Meghan need to reach out. They need to heal the rift between them and Prince William and Kate Middleton, when in reality, Harry and Meghan have been the victims of perpetual lies being told about them by the likes of Prince William and Kate Middleton's employees. I mean, we have heard and we have seen, of all the name calling that this so-called Crystal Palace staff have been calling Meghan. That is different, for instance. We've heard of the fact that they were labeling Meghan, Prince Harry's showgirl. We've heard of the fact that this so-called Crystal Palace staff were saying that Harry and Meghan's marriage will last only 3 years. Guess what? They're in the 4th anniversary. Members of the squad. And they're going strong and stronger. And it pisses them off to see Prince Harry and Meghan so happy. And that's why they come up with those narratives that, hey, look, Prince Harry wishes to come back. Come back to what? To follow Prince William around? To a place whereby his son was being racially abused day in, day out by the tabloid media. A place whereby he had to call in lawyers because his daughter, just a few hours old daughter, Elizabeth Diana, was being abused and bullied over a baby name that Prince Harry and Meghan had decided to call her after their grandmother, Lilibet Diana. After their grandmother, Queen Elizabeth. Think about that for a second, members of the squad. Think about that for a second. And we'll see what Prince William is doing. It's exactly what Charles did with Michael FAWCETT. Exactly, like father, like son. No wonder every single person says that truly, Prince William has got Prince Charles' blood. He has the same coldness to him, just like what Prince Charles had and continues to have, with how he treated his late wife, Princess Diana, and now currently how he treats his own son, and how William treats Prince Harry as well. The world sees it. The world sees exactly what is happening. The world sees the smear campaign in full display. And Prince William is openly showing, is openly telling you that, hey, look, this is the person that issued a statement against Meghan in court. And guess what? I'm hiring him. I'm keeping him as someone working for us, as a trustee in my foundation. Prince William is openly telling you, hey, look, that he lied to you, that his so-called former head of Royal Foundation will have nothing to do with him or, his organization, his charities. And guess what? Right now, Prince William is hiring that same person that's responsible for the smear campaign targeting Meghan to be his trustee at his own charity called EARTHFLOP or EARTHSHOT, whatever it is. Members of the squad. And the world sees this. The world sees it. Members of the squad have actually highlighted this. And we are never going to let this fly, members of the squad, because I'm sure that Prince Harry himself is seeing exactly what is happening. And someone called Anna even said this, that imagine I'm pointing KNAUF, who volunteered allegedly breaking his NDA to help the bigoted Daily Fail against Meghan on a privacy copyright lawsuit, which she won without a trial. I suspect Prince William needs to keep him close in case he says something or he squeals about what he did. Shameless, but not surprising, members of the squad. Indeed, not surprising. He's doing the exact same thing that Charles has been seen doing as well, members of the squad. Now, I want to hear your opinion about this, what is happening right now. I want to hear your opinion about Prince William hiring Jason KNAUF and keeping him as his trustee in his foundation. Someone said that, so William hired KNAUF again. We knew his retirement wasn't going to last long. Gotta pay him some way for having testified against Meghan and made those bogus bullying claims. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And someone even asked that, did he ever leave? Me thinks no. And indeed, he never left. He never left. It's like Charles and Michael FAWCETT and their relationship. Just the same way Prince William is doing exactly what his own father is doing. No wonder people say that only Harry has his late mother's heart. Only Prince Harry has. Now, someone said that it's true. They even made a press release. Now, Jason KNAUF will turn out to be Michael FAWCETT. Exactly. Someone called, Busy Royals said that Jason KNAUF will turn out to be, Michael FAWCETT, just like Prince Charles. Exactly what I've said. The same practices of the royal family. After studying the royal family so much, over these past few years, from the moment I saw what they were doing to Meghan, clearly, I know their tricks. I know their tricks. And we see their tricks. The world sees the tricks of the royal family. And it's just what they normally do. If someone will say that FAWCETT Volume 2, FAWCETT 2.0, exactly. These are the practices of the palace. The palace has never been clean in anything. They engage in illegal practices. They engage in dehumanizing practices, targeting Meghan and Prince Harry day in, day out. This is them. You cannot speak about the tabloids without speaking about the farm, the royal cult that calls itself a family, members of the squad. Now, someone called Tess said that you are being too generous to Wally and KNAUF. Wally made KNAUF to do more than just help the tabloids with the court case to defeat Meghan, and not just ordered him to make false allegations of bullying against Meghan. But the two of them were hand in hand with Kay Milton. Remember the lie that Meghan had made, the white Kate cry, that the black woman had made, the white woman Kate cry? It's all about racism. It's racism. It's what they did, the smear campaign targeting Meghan. And they want you to know. They want you to see it. Because the royal family relies on his alliance with the tabloids, the invisible contract to keep them safe, to cover for all these things that they're doing right now. These deceits, these lies, this smear campaign, it's bullying of Prince Harry and Meghan, especially towards Meghan. It's constant bullying. It relies on that invisible contract to protect and cover for it and do PR for it. We, as members of this squad, a global community joining hands to fight against this smear campaign, we must be able to find a way to break those walls. We must make sure that the royal family knows one thing, that its alliance with the tabloids is not what it should depend on. It should change its ways. It will stop the bullying and endless harassment and never-ending harassment of Prince Harry and Meghan. That is what saves it. Change its ways, its evil and cruel ways, its dehumanizing practices of harming the women that marry into the royal family. It's racism towards black people and people of color, black, mixed race, brown. That is what will stop it from collapsing. We must find a way to, make the royal family know and understand that the only way it moves forward to another generation is if it mends its ways, or else the time has come, members of the squad, which I firmly believe the time has come to end this fallacy that calls itself, the monarchy, the royal family, the royal cult that calls itself a family. The time has come for them, the monarchy, to be abolished. That time has come, members of the squad, for the monarchy to be abolished. It has to end. It has to end. The people of the UK must abolish the monarchy because of its actions, its deeds. That is the problem. Its deeds. And its deeds are evil. Its actions against its own are evil. Its actions against the UK public of constantly receiving and making 100 million per year, at the same time doing nothing but cutting ribbons and giving speeches. Those deeds are evil and cruel that hurt the public. It must come to an end, members of the squad, through the abolition of the monarchy. It's time for the UK to turn republic. Members of the squad, what do you think about Prince William's, and Jason KNAUF's, constant never-ending alliance? Prince William, in my opinion, is just protecting himself. He's covering up, he's keeping the person that is being behind the smear campaign targeting Prince Harry and Meghan close. That's what he's doing. What do you think about them? To me, it's also similar to what Charles is doing with Michael FAWCETT, so that they can continue engaging in their dehumanizing illegal practices. Cash for honor scandals that Prince Charles practically gets reported every month. What do you think about all of this, members of the squad? With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and support Have a Good Family on YouTube. We love family, always and forever. Hello, members of Sussex Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Sussex Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.